In our last meeting, Urania invited us to look up at the infinite. But today, my invitation is more intimate. I want you to look at what is right before you and what your eyes are not yet able to see. Imagine holding a small pin. Feel the cold metal, the sharp tip, the apparent unchangeability of this small piece of steel. To your senses, it is solid and static, right? But science tells us a story that breaks this perception. What I am about to reveal to you now changes everything you think about your own nature. If your eyes could see atomic reality, you would discover that this tiny pinhead contains 8 sextillion atoms. Try to visualize this number. 8,000 billion particles in perpetual motion. If we decided to count these atoms, one by one, at a speed of 1,000 per second, it would take us 2,530 centuries to finish. But here lies the great secret that Neil, my mentor, taught me. These atoms never touch. There is an immense void between each one of them, proportionally larger than the distance between the planets in our solar system. What we call solid is in fact a resistance of forces. If we could observe the intimate structure of an iron bar, we would not see metal, but something like a whirlpool of gnats swirling in the atmosphere of a hot summer day. Nothing is static. Everything is space and motion. Neil used to say that the infinitely large is identical to the infinitely small. Just as the stars gravitate in the vacuum of space, atoms gravitate in the vacuum of matter. There is no real distinction between astronomy and molecular physics. They are just different methods of observing the same unit. What maintains the shape of this pin? It is force, an immaterial and invisible entity that moves atoms. If just one of these atoms ceased to be moved by this force, the entire universe would stall. We are literally surrounded by microscopic solar systems that spin in silence under our skin. Matter is just a mode of motion. And this leads us to you. Your body is not a fixed statue of flesh. You are a flame incessantly renewed by molecules of air. This frenetic dance is happening right now in your veins. Each globule of your blood is a world in itself, and you have about 5 million of them per cubic millimeter in your brain, in your nerves, and in your heart. Everything circulates. Everything walks, and everything rushes in a vital whirlpool. We are like a river. The water you see now is no longer the same as it was a second ago. Molecule by molecule, your organism renews itself so quickly that in a few months, you inhabit an entirely new body. The molecules that form your eyes belonged yesterday to the atmosphere, or perhaps to another living being. We are all dead resurrected, made with the elements that have already served past generations. Here, we open the question that challenges materialistic logic. If the matter of your body changes constantly, if your atoms don't even touch, and if everything in you is a flow of gas and energy, what makes you continue to be you? If identity does not reside in atoms, where does it reside? Wouldn't the answer be in the invisible? What keeps these trillions of atoms united in a perfect harmony? Wouldn't be the dynamism of the soul? The organizing psychic atom, this center of force that Neil sought so much, is the only real and indestructible entity. The body is just the transitory appearance. The soul is the essential principle. We are spiritual beings, ruling a whirlpool of light and force. The real is the invisible. You are not a prisoner of the flesh. You are a citizen of the cosmos, temporarily wearing a clothing of air. But if we are this invisible force, how does the universe record our passage here? Do our acts disappear with time? In the next episode, we will discover that space is an immense album of memories. We will understand how light carries the photograph of all centuries, and why, when we look at the stars, we see the eternal past. I'll see you to explore photographs of the infinite.